The Morris Bookshop 2015 Holiday Gift Guide, The Night of Krampus. Written by Jay McCoy, with photography by Emily Thomas.
At the Morris Bookshop, sweet woodland creatures mingle, and windows flush with foil trees looped in lights that do twinkle. But an uneasy feeling signals something's not right, a miseven you fear. We should be furiously happy in this big magic season of Merton's 100th year. As the moon looms high and bright and winter draws closer, the blue doors lock tight. Another shopping day's over. All's quiet on the shelves, and up front, behind the counter, Warhol's Polaroids stand watch, filled with famous rebel-rousers. Silence suddenly breaks with click-clack as cloven hoofs scurry over larkspur additions across concrete floors. Who's in such a hurry? You catch a glimpse of him lurking, a dark horned and hooved ghoul, who seems to be looking for that wimpy kid gone on to old school. What could it be? You wonder aloud to none but you listening, watching as he recruits the witches and bright dead things. Amid cards for giving, bags to fill, and rolls of paper for wrapping, he pilfers misbehaving characters into his wicker sack for kidnapping. Who would wreak such havoc? From our holiday joy make such a mess? In the city on fire to sweep up the ash? Defeated, you think? It's Krampus! Oh yes. It could be no other than that dastardly chap, with no fear of dying gone wild. If he's not stopped, my brilliant friend, too soon becomes the story of the lost child. From above the waterfall, you spy him dashing away toward music and film. Past mystery and reference, he grabs companions hoodwinked by his whim. Holiday carols and canticles fade to unfaithful music and disappearing ink. The nip in the air sparks electric as he runs off with a mischievous wink. In graphic novels and comics, the saga continues with bright colors. Boom! Pow! Through self-help and poetry, past essays and anthologies, he flew and how, till on edge, between the world and me, on the shelf, precariously he did light, as Krampus is not nearly as dexterous as Santa's reindeers about flight. Around the 5th season, while in sci-fi, he avoids a TARDIS as it looks like a cage. After consulting with Cybermen, Daleks, and a genie, how long will he rage? Like Lafayette in the somewhat United States, or empires out in the Pacific, so deep? As long as he can, as far as he can, till he finds all the bad kinds, on he will creep. At last, in the kids section, nestled way in the back, he thinks he's found his folly. In a bevy of characters unseemly and kids gone astray, makes him so very jolly. With his flickering forked tongue, he wickedly replies, "Du bist schlecht?" to the question posed by the sleeper in the spindle, or what pets should I get? With Hedwig and Hermione safely drawn in the Sorcerer's Stone illustrated edition, Magnus Chase embarks with the Sword of Summer on a Norse mythology mission after that despicable rascal. But old Krampus, he's a swift, smart goat, and he makes his getaway when he unexpectedly discovers boats float. As a ruckus arises from the Kaz trucks and trains, honking, tooting, consorting, with astronauts and robots slam dancing, and those what's-its contorting, to spell out a warning, to sound the alarm that he's headed toward travel. On past YA and rounding the racks, he pauses only to hope his plans won't unravel. Around the corner, the food lab makes conjuring your meals less risky. But there's little can go wrong with the building blocks of bacon and bourbon whiskey. Why not check the Southerner's Cookbook? Recipes, wisdoms, and stories for help. You're pulled from your thoughts by a sharp, painful cry. Most definitely a yelp. The good-hearted Notorious RBG did not search far and wide, nor high and low. Amidst a flurry of t-shirts and tea towels, she had her followers ready to go. With Ellen finding her sweet, wondrous voice to repeat orders to their team, and feisty, funny Dawn, the 13-year-old Spitfire they pulled from trampoline. In the back corner, past another blue door, his plans how they did ever disrupt by implementing what they had learned from the life-changing magic of tidying up. Soon, a dusty calm settles with no sign of Krampus and the joyless clutter all clear. Folks will shop again, filled with cheer for the holiday season and a happy new year.